reminding people that they are, when they get here, they are Canadian first, Canada first.
That's why Pierre Poilievre has such a lead in the polls. He says things that most Canadians are thinking, but politicians are not saying that because they're terrified they're going to be accused of being a racist. Welcome to Picture This, folks. I'm your host, John Pitcher. I know I'm a little late to the game on this interview of Pierre Poilievre conducted by Jordan Peterson, but I just wanted to highlight one of the things he says there in the interview about when you come to Canada, you're a Canadian first. By all means, welcome people to come to Canada if they want to better their lives. But once you come to Canada, Pierre Poilievre, like he says, it's common sense. Bring your culture, bring your values and all that stuff. But any kind of conflicts in that, leave it checked at the door. It's amazing that he's saying this. It's really good to hear.
We welcome the people who come from places that have been afflicted by war, as long as they leave the war behind. Mm-hmm. And frankly, most people come here to get away from those things. So by getting back to a common sense of values and identity and reminding people that they are, when they get here, they are Canadian first, Canada first.
Also, at the end of this interview, he speaks to Jordan Peterson, who's had his share of problems, of course, from people criticizing him. I find that people that I talk to that criticize Jordan Peterson or don't like him, I can get why you're not a big fan of the way he talks. He can be taken in small doses, but he's very intelligent. And I find that people who don't like him or don't stand by his values, when you ask them if they've seen a full interview given by or conducted by Jordan Peterson, they usually say no. They say, of course, to give the excuse that I can't stand listening to the guy. Well, if you listen to his interviews in their entirety, you will get the impression that he's very intelligent, well-spoken, and he's not that crazy right-wing person that the media likes to portray him as. Anyway, at the end of this interview, Pierre Poilievre takes the time to thank him. Just watch this. I think it's really good.
On behalf of all Canadians, I want to thank you for your immense courage and the personal political and non-political price that you have paid for standing up for your convictions and defending freedom of speech, because I know you have paid a very big price for that, but you have never bent, you have never backed down, you've had a spine of steel, and there are countless other people who will have the freedom to express themselves because you paid the price for them. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's been a privilege, far more than a price, definitely, and it continues to be that way.
Again, folks, I know I was a little late on this, but thanks very much for tuning in. If you like videos like this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Until the next video, take care.